We circle back to our top story. The ICI and the Public Works Department recommending charges against former Speaker Marymon Reyes and his ex-Appropriations Committee Chairman Zaldy Co. At the Strat-based forum today, Ombudsman Boying Remulla and Public Works Secretary Dizon discussed these further. They also talk about lessons learned and ways moving forward as the flood control scandal still unfolds. Mobile journalist Marymon Reyes reports.
It was President Bongbong Marcos' turn to cause a stir through a video posted to social media when he name-dropped his cousin, former Speaker Martin Romualdez, and suggested cases might be filed against him in relation to the flood control investigation. But at a forum organized by the Strat-based Institute on the same day, Ombudsman Boying Remulla says he still has to review the evidence submitted by the DPWH and ICI to determine if there's a case there.
We just have to be patient with the process because we cannot violate rights to people. But there will be other tools that we'll be using that will make us exact accountability better. When we maximize what can be harnessed from the powers given to us by the Ombudsman Law of 1989.
At the same forum, DPWH Secretary Dizon said they are recommending charges of plunder, graft, or direct bribery based on Romualdez' working relationship with Zaldy Co.
These are the possible crimes of plunder, violation of the Graft Corrupt Practices Act, and direct bribery. The links are, nung naging speaker, former Speaker Martin Romualdez, ang naging Committee on Appropriations head ay si Congressman Zaldy Co.
But Remulla acknowledges plunder is a notoriously difficult charge to prosecute.
Because no one ever gets convicted of plunder. And some of these theories are just insane. When you look at the jurisprudence, some of them are just insane. Some of them, you cannot live with it.
Both the Department of Public Works and Highways and the Office of the Ombudsman are now fast-tracking reforms to ensure the same delaying tactics used in corruption cases in the past do not succeed this time. Dizon reported that 3 months since President Bongbong Marcos' fourth State of the Nation address, nearly 70 cases are already sitting before the Office of the Ombudsman, as well as 10 referral cases to the Philippine Competition Commission on bid rigging, where they're also requesting the revocation of licenses, as well as over 30 immigration lookout bulletin orders against personalities and officials involved in the scandal. Bringing down the overpriced cost of materials by up to 50% is also one of the DPWH's biggest reform to date, something which Dizon said will save the 2026 national budget 60 billion pesos.
Finally, telling the public why is government spending up to 30, 40, 50% more than the private sector when building a road, building a classroom, building a hospital. It doesn't make sense. It's the same cement. It's the same rebar.
Right.
So, but now we've done it. And we can't go back. We can't. That cannot, no one in his right mind is going to bring back those prices up to these levels, to the levels that we saw.
As for the Office of the Ombudsman, it has modernized its fact-finding efforts by using data analytics, digitized records, forensics, and artificial intelligence. It has also signed a memorandum of agreement with the Anti-Red Tape Authority to strengthen the ease of doing business. More importantly, Remulla says he is talking to the Supreme Court to ensure they set rules that will allow for continuous trials, meaning once trial starts, hearings will be held in close succession to make sure there are no inordinate delays.
Cases are moving. We have already filed the first batch of flood control cases before the Sandigan Bayan. More cases are coming, and we are working with the court for continuous trials. No delays, no unnecessary resets.
He also says that restitution is one of the conditions they have set before becoming a state witness to ensure none will be kept safe in the arms of those guilty to the crime. Remulla says it will take a whole of government commitment to reform to make it work, but it won't come easy, and already his family is paying a steep price.
I think that it's fair. But if we are transparent as a constitutional commission, we can ask the executive to be transparent. We should be able to ask the judiciary to be transparent. It's not going to be easy for us. Actually, some people are not talking to my children anymore. It's true. It's true. This has really burned some bridges all across. Many of our friends or political allies before stopped talking to my children because of what I do. And it just has to happen.
Kapatid Mobile Journal Marymon Reyes, we are One News.